So I see the last section here is should you buy it? But let's do something new. I'm going to catch you off guard real quick. Um, let's do this. Let's film a little short too. I'm going to give you some examples, and you tell me which MacBook I should buy.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So let's say I'm a mom. I don't have a wig or anything to throw on, but let's say I'm a mom and I have a 14-year-old high school student that says, "Mom, I want a new MacBook. I want a new MacBook." Right? All my friends have it. Which MacBook should I buy? All they do is go to school. They do homework. They're mostly going to play Fortnite and video games on it. Which MacBook should I buy for them?
13-inch MacBook Air um, if you're budget constrained, sort of,
Hmm.
and 15-inch if you're not, because then it'll be their single screen and it can be everything they want it to be.
Okay. Now I'm a dad, and I'm so proud of my daughter. She just graduated from high school. She's going to Princeton, and she's going to have a huge workload, right? She still has to communicate with me and mom and stuff and all of that. She wants a MacBook. Which one should she buy?
What's her major?
So she's majoring in architecture, right? I meant to throw that in there. So architecture. So she's going to have a lot of apps, a lot of CAD apps and things like that she has to run. What does she need?
14 or 16-inch Pro? Probably the 16. It's probably going to be her only thing if she's living in the dorm. So probably the 16-inch MacBook Pro with at least the Pro chip, depending on her CAD program needs. You might want the Max if you're really going to get into 3D rendering and all that kind of stuff.
Right, right. Okay. So now I'm a grandpa. I don't know anything about this technology stuff. I just checked out my retirement fund. I'm getting a huge amount of money, and my grandson is a big time YouTube streamer, and he plays Twitch games, and he's always in his room yelling at his friends, and he's playing all of these different games. Um, he has a big time career. He's actually has an income with playing these video games on Twitch or whatever, and he needs a new computer. I want to get him a computer for Christmas. What should I get him?
Studio with the M2 Ultra or the Studio's not out with the M3 Max, so you might have to wait for that. But I think you get the Studio and you get the big giant, those big curved displays or whatever it is to plug
Right,
into
right.
it. Yeah.
Nice, nice. And you nailed that because that was kind of a trick question. I was wondering were you going to recommend a MacBook or if you were going to go with a desktop or Pro, as actual Mac or something like that. So no, no,
No,
really
that
good. I like
that
that.
Studio, I wouldn't go with the Mac Pro because it's still on Intel. So go with the
Right.
Mac Studio and um, yeah, either wait for the Max and Ultra version of the M3 or get the Max version probably of the M2. The problem is the gaming, right? So what
Yeah.
I think will be super super interesting is when the M3 Ultra drops with the ray tracing and all of this new GPU stuff on a Mac
Yeah.
Studio, just how powerful it's going to be for gaming. So that's the problem. I mean, you could game on the 16-inch MacBook Pro Max, and
Yeah.
if you needed a MacBook, you'd probably want to max out the Max in that scenario, but and still get a giant monitor to plug it into, which you absolutely could do. But the Studio is probably
Right.
better for that.